Hey, hi, welcome to another session of data analysis with AskPrisma. AskPrisma is your multi agent AI tool for data analysis. Today, we have a really interesting data set. This is the AI job growth data set across different countries, industries, and then whatever skills also mentions all the skills that are needed, salaries, etc. Right? Let's see if we can do something interesting and find some interesting insights with respect to this data. I'll just start with maybe slightly broader prompt and see if what comes about. Let's hit Ask Prisma now. Like with every session at AskPrisma, it'll try and create a Docker container which is isolated, upload the data set to the Docker container, and then it'll kick off by first trying and exploring the data set, look at the various columns, cardinalities, data qualities, etc. And then the planner agent will try and come up with a plan to achieve this outcome that we've kind of prompted it for. And the goal of the planner agent is to work with, let's say, like a coding assistant and execution agent. The coding assistant will write all the Python code. The execution agent will run that code, and the planner agent will keep on working with them to try and figure out these insights. So let's see the kind of plan that it comes up with to start off with. So every time when this runs by itself in a loop in an agentic way, it'll keep looking at the data and what is possible. So in this case, it's kind of done a summary of the data in the prismatic breakdown. Let's say the plan kind of looks good. We'll go deeper into the plan as well, but I'll just say let's go in the interest of time. So if you just look at the preview of the plan, it has a step of data preparation. It'll do a little bit of aggregates with respect to different countries, industries as we've put in. Other than that, it'll calculate CAGR, trend slopes for each country, industry, uh, figure out leaders, figure out skills that are required for high paying jobs, which in this case it's closer to top 25% of the salaries. And then as and when it's working on these tasks, it's also figuring out facts and insights from the data. So it's done basic aggregations here by country, by industry. We can also quickly preview some of the files. So this is generic summarization of data. This one is slightly more interesting and closer to what we had asked for. Let's try and figure out the growth of these jobs for each country. And then if you notice, it's slightly trying to rank not just based on absolute counts, but also with respect to where and which countries there is some kind of momentum. So it has done some, just say yes, right? So it's created some kind of intermediate summarization. Now it's trying to do summarization with respect to, okay, now it's trying and figuring out which skills are largely paying. So there is all the skills are comma separated, so it has done some kind of intermediate files here, largely by splitting it up. It's quickly going through every task in almost an autopilot fashion. As and when it comes across something that it needs to check with us, Ask Prisma will actually prompt. This looks good. Create few sessions. So it's already done a very solid summary. So, like which are the leading countries, leading industries, top high paying skills. It's also asked me, hey, do you want to plot any of this? Um, as of now, very clearly it has figured out insights from the data. I've just asked it to create certain specific visualizations for this data set. So let's see some of the top ones. Okay, so it's Austria, Finland, Germany, India, Sweden. Trend reports. Gaming, government, real estate, retail, transport seems fairly accurate. If you notice here, we have all the raw data and artifacts that have been generated right here. Let's say, can you please create a slide deck? These insights. Top 5 skills. Okay, so okay, top 10 skills. So data learning, Scala, Git, data visualization, Docker, GCP, NLP, mathematics, computer vision. Looks fairly interesting. We also have presentation. I can just say close to full screen. These are insights from the presentation. In India, around about top 5. Interesting. Germany, transportation is the fastest growing AI industries. Gaming, retail, government also consistent growth and skills. And then recommendations, prioritize deep learning, makes sense, target emerging AI, especially in Sweden, Finland, Germany, as well as transportation and real estate sectors. These sectors seem like really unique actually. Emphasize software engineering data stand out in high paid roles, monitor rapid growth in both mature and emerging markets for career mobility. Awesome. So I think it was really interesting. Thanks for joining in. And if you have any data analysis related task, to try out AskPrisma.ai. Thank you.